I lost my fortress that day, not to a legendary warrior or an army of monsters. No, I lost it to a group of savages, hell-bent on taking my throne. I thought I'd humor them. Maybe it was out of boredom, or maybe I just wanted a change. The captains I trained, the warchiefs I placed, all fell. And in the end, so did I. It was supposed to be a small experiment. I thought to myself, since I could easily take my fort back, maybe it's time for a change. I thought I'd let a few slave orcs take their shot, see who could rise to the occasion. But before any of them could deliver the final blow, he appeared. I didn't even know he existed. Or maybe I just didn't remember. And it wouldn't be the last time he had to jump in to help me out. The plan failed, so I found another group of slaves. Among them was Buth. He wasn't smart, he wasn't strong, but he got lucky. And luck in Mordor opens many doors. After my crushing defeat, I went after him, tracked him, faced him, all in an effort to see how far he had truly come and how far he could go. And once again, Buth defeated me. I waited, I watched, I was sure one more win and he'd take the throne. I had all the time in the world, being the immortal being that I am. So, I wanted to test his powers again. In the end, he did defeat me once more. But the gods of Mordor must have been laughing, because Buth the Slave stayed a warchief. So I broke him, humiliated him again and again, just to see how far I could push him. His mind frayed, his voice cracked, but he clung to that title like a rabid dog.
The first time you shamed me, it was an agony, like I've never felt.
I couldn't let it stand. I broke him again and again until his mind bent with every shame. One more shame, I said, and then I would seal his fate with a death threat.
Everyone mocks me because of you! Everyone!
I miscalculated. He struck me down before I could even speak.
Better luck next time, my sweet.
And just like that, Buth became overlord. The slave had taken my fortress, my throne. I felt something strange. I was proud, and I was furious. I began to prepare, not out of vengeance, but out of necessity. I could not let this story end with a slave on my throne. The gates of my stolen fortress loomed ahead, barred by steel, flame, and arrogance. But I wasn't coming alone.
I heard you took shark boars! I wasn't impressed. You know why? Because I know who you took it from! We won't just shatter your army! We'll tear your limbs off and use them to build a grand sculpture celebrating our victory!
Before the first sword was drawn, I had already sown betrayal. My orcs were inside, planted like rot within the throne's roots. The front gate burned. Their war cry turned to panic. That was the moment I stepped onto the battlefield. No mercy, no pauses. Every blade I met, I broke. Every face that stood against me fell in the dirt. This wasn't a siege, it was a message. Every orc I cut down was another reminder that power in Mordor is never owned, only borrowed. They trusted a drake to guard the gates, a beast, wild and unchained. But no creature answers to chaos for long. With a single command, I turned it loose, not on us, but on them. I didn't storm this battlefield like a man. I moved like something older, something worse. I was the echo of every blade they'd ever feared, and the shadow of every master they betrayed. I moved just like the insightful ghost. By the time I reached the inner gate, the screams had all faded. All that remained was silence and one name: Buth. sat there, Buth the Slave, draped in stolen banners, clutching a crossbow like it was a crown, a king born of luck and my humiliation. But luck is a candle in Mordor's wind, and tonight the wind was mine. The first arrow flew straight, an oath, not a warning. Behind it, the dead answered my call, silent, obedient, angry. A tide of gaunt faces and rusted blades poured across the marble, and Buth's court dissolved into panic before a single blade met their flesh. Buth spat bolt after bolt, each one screaming my name through the air, yet none found its mark. Fate has a cruel sense of humor, and tonight she was laughing at him. I didn't charge, I flowed, a phantom in burning mail, carving my name into every coward that dared breathe. The chill locked him in crystal regret for a heartbeat. He shattered it. I admired the spirit, then kindly broke it. Every strike a lesson, every flame another verse in the song of his downfall. He dodged, stumbled, crawled, but destiny had already written the last line. Kneel, Buth. Remember the dirt. Remember the chains. Remember that thrones are for those who can hold them. The crown tumbled. The banners burned. The reign of Buth the Slave ended not with glory, but with a single word carved into his soul. Unworthy. But I spared his life, because in Mordor, a story unfinished is a weapon waiting to be drawn again, and I am always ready for the next chapter. If you like this particular content, then give this video a like, comment your favorite bits or what you want to see in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall get to work in bringing these tales from Mordor right to your doorstep.